What's up, guys? It's PDQ Muscle here with another video. Beautiful day here in Northern California. Got the F8 Scatpack wide body with the manual. Had it about a month now, and I'd say it's finally time to kind of switch out the exhaust a little bit. Been doing a lot of research online, and I really like the sound of these vibrants. And I know it's kind of subjective, especially when you're listening to it through audio, so I will definitely include the audio in this video, but I'll also give kind of my opinion of kind of what it sounds like compared to stock for anybody that's wondering. So let's get right into it. So these are the Vibrant 1794s. It was kind of a toss-up between these and the Bullets. So like I said, I just really like the way these things sound a lot better. So I went ahead and ordered these. These are resonators. And yeah, there's the little description there if you want to pause it and read it. But yeah, they're resonators. So my initial idea was going to be to do a mid muffler delete and also change those out with the resonators that are on the car. And I got these too, these tips. So these are going to look quite a bit better than the standard stock USB style tips that we got on it right now. Yeah, see, because those are just kind of ugly in my opinion. So I really like the way the quad tips look. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch those out.
We also saw the video too.
Thank you, thank you. right, guys, so that was my comparison between the stock setup and my current setup. So basically, you're not going to hear exactly what it's going to sound like over audio. It's very hard to kind of capture that. So me personally, what I noticed between the two setups, stock is pretty quiet. Not saying it isn't loud, but what I noticed is that I had to really kind of get it past like 3,000 RPMs to get it to sound like it was louder. So what I felt like I was doing was kind of driving it more aggressively to get that sound that I wanted. So my theory was, when I go ahead and upgrade the exhaust, that I would stop driving it so hard to make it sound good, basically. And yeah, I mean, kinda, but you still actually drive it the same way, because it's always going to sound better if you're driving it a little bit harder. But for the most part, I'm a lot happier with the low speed sounds, which is really what I was going after. Like around 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 RPMs, it's pretty loud. So I actually don't really go much higher than that, typically, unless I'm actually really getting on it for whatever reason. But it really does sound so much better. I also really do love the snap and the crackles and all that good stuff, because I did get that on the stock exhaust. And one thing I want to note is that I saw somewhere it said that the X pipe is what kind of gives you that crackle sound that I really love, that when you're kind of letting off the gas. So a few things I noticed was that before, it would be under like 2,000 RPMs is when I'd get that crackle. Now it's like anywhere under 3,500. So it kind of changes dynamics there. And another thing I did notice with the setup as well was that when I was getting on the freeway, on the on-ramp, I was giving it some gas, and I actually started redlining because I wasn't used to the tone difference. So I didn't realize that I was going 6,000 RPMs because the sound difference was so dramatic. So that's one thing to kind of keep in mind, that if you really do enjoy the tone, I wouldn't do this particular exhaust setup. So it gives it kind of a deeper, throatier tone, which I don't mind because it is a muscle car. So it kind of goes hand in hand with the muscle car. I feel like the sound now fits the car just a little bit better, along with the tips, because the tips, the USB stock tips, just isn't it, in my opinion. So overall, what my exhaust setup is now is the, as you saw in the clip, and I'm sorry, it wasn't a great video, guys, but 2 vibrant 1794s in place of the mid muffler, and then rear resonator delete. And I got some tips offline, so I will link you guys some of that stuff in the description, to the tips and the vibrant. And then if you just go to the exhaust shop and tell them what you want, you know. So personally, you could have probably leave the rear resonators on, but my kind of ideology was the vibrant 1794s are resonators. So I went ahead and just put those on, and then resonator deleted it, because I was like, well, I do already have 2 resonators on it. So it should help out a little bit with the sound and the drone. And the drone isn't bad, you know. It's almost non-existent, so I haven't really noticed too much with that. So what I'll do is I'll end up posting a video here in a couple weeks, once those vibrants kind of, because I heard that they kind of break in and they actually get louder. So I'll let you know if the sound changes at all. And I'll probably also try to get some better quality shots of the exhaust when it's not so windy, because there was quite a bit of wind. That coupled with the iPhone camera, you know, it's not going to be as good as it can be. But just know, even if you're just doing a mid muffler delete, because I got a buddy that has a mid muffler delete, kept the stock resonators, his sounds great. And so for me doing the vibrant, mine sounds probably just a little bit deeper, maybe just a little bit deeper, but his just sounds great. It sounds like stock but louder. So it depends on what the sound you're going after, and just do a ton of research. You know, they got the bullets, I think it's Dynamax bullets. I really like the way the vibrant sound. There's a few other ones that people really like, so just kind of do some research on the forums and stuff. But I just wanted to put this out there because I did enjoy looking up a lot of videos and hearing the sounds. But also just remember that the videos don't do the sounds justice, and no matter what you do, you'll probably love it. And worst case comes to worst, just cut it off and do a catback exhaust. So thank you guys so much. Like, comment, and subscribe to see more videos like this. I'll be doing a lot more stuff to this Challenger, and I've been really enjoying it. So feel free to comment what your favorite exhaust setup is, and we can kind of compare notes. So thank you guys.